No tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a first catch for him on this opening drive. And we've heard the rumblings, Charles, that he's not too happy with his targets as of late. So maybe that's an early olive branch, if you will.
And I think you're exactly right about what we've heard, because sometimes we hear things and they're just not true. But in this case, we feel pretty confident. Yeah, he's not exactly happy about the way things have gone lately. I think in some ways the game script has worked against him. In other ways, remember, he's being guarded by the #1 cornerback and maybe kicking another guy in his level. So it's tough for him to always get open. But I do think they're going to make a concerted effort to get him the ball in this game. One, it'll appease him. And two, it'll benefit the team if he makes some big plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Dillon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wentz now to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Throwing is Wentz. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Packers 21, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyron Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this 1st half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's complete to Lazard. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Let's go, defense.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Second and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Rodgers to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
To throw is Wentz.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here in the opening drive of the field.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Able to find Lazard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Wentz to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Wentz now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Wentz now on 1st down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This is Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Jones.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Dillon again.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Wentz's throw complete there to Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the 31, Wentz flushed out right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Room here to run. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And they take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Packers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for